Alright, welcome to the third installment of learning how to do Flash. I'm going to show you today how to set up your layers and everything else for your project so you can begin animating. Now, your layers are really important so that you can keep your animations separate and organized as you're working. So last time I made this mouth layer, and we're going to actually keep that. This layer 1 here, I'm going to change that. I'm going to call it head. I'm going to make another layer, so I click on this lower icon here. Kind of looks like a post-it note. It's next to the folder icon. Click on that, double click it, and I'm going to call this audio. I'm going to click another new layer. I'm going to call this eyebrows, which we'll make later, and animate. So just a good rule of thumb, any layer that you're going to animate on should be a separate layer. So anytime you're animating something, it should be a separate layer. So if I'm going to do any animations on the eyes, I'd have an eye layer. If I'm going to do any animations on the eyebrows or the mouth, I want it to be its own layer. And then you should always make a layer for your background. Okay, I'm going to arrange these. So I'm going to click and drag the background to the bottom. Let's see, mouth and eyebrows can be up there. Audio, I always like to have the audio layer next to the mouth layer because I want to have them synchronized. Alright, this looks pretty good. Now it's time for me to bring in my audio. Okay, so I'm going to go up to File, Import, and Import to Library. And now I'm going to go searching for audio. Now you can find your own audio sources. You can use the same audio that you did for the kinetic typography. And I also have a bunch of resources for you in the THS folder. So I'm going to go to Computer, and I'm going to go to THS, Assignment Pickup, Art Department, Video Production Pickup, and Animation Files. And I have all of these ready to go. I like Demetri Martin, the paperclip here, so I'm going to click on that and open. Now it's going to bring that audio file into here in the library where I wanted it to go. I'm going to lengthen these layers out. Right now, each of these layers is only 1 frame long, and I need to make this 30 seconds. If I look down at the bottom here, it says 24 FPS. That's frames per second. So I'm going to go all the way down to 720 if I can. Oh, I'm stopped at about 585 here. So I'm going to insert some frames here. I'm going to highlight all of those and right click on here, Insert Frame. I'm going to go down a little bit further. Oh, it looks like I can get to 720 now. Highlight these frames here, right click, and insert frame. Okay, so now my animation lasts 720 frames, which at 24 frames per second is exactly 30 seconds. Now I'm going to go to my audio layer, click on the audio layer. I'm just going to click somewhere in the middle here, and I'm going to drag the paperclip, my audio source. See this little speaker icon? I'm going to drag that to the stage right in the middle here. Okay, that's going to take a little time for it to load up, but there you go. You see the waveforms there. That means the audio is loaded up. Now I need to do some changing, otherwise the audio is not going to play right. So I'm going to click somewhere in this audio line, go up to Properties in the top right corner, and I'm looking for Sync. Okay, so Sync, yours is probably going to say Event, but you really want it to be Stream. You always want it to be Stream. There's a lot of messed up things that can happen if your properties are not set up for Sync and Stream. Okay, I'm going to save that just in case. Just so I got everything set and I'm ready to animate. Now I can move on to the last bit, and that is animating the mouth, which I'll have in the next video.